So in this video is a couple of replays in the Panzer IV Hydrostat, which is in the season pass at level 25. So if you did get the ultimate season pass, you would have pretty much unlocked this straight away. It's a really good tank. I do quite like it. I think it is quite a nice sort of tier 5 Panzer IV, really. Yeah, good season pass tank, I think, overall. Just it's not going to break the matchmaker. It's not overpowered, but it is still quite useful. Quite a fun little tank to play. If you like sort of Panzer IVs, really. 2 games, so this first one is an ace game. The second game is a first class, but the second game really tense at the end, really good on Sand River. But we've got this ace game up first. So I was going to go down sort of the eastern flank, but decided against it considering the team placement. So just going to see if that tank's still there, and it is. So I've got these TDs back here. Looks like I did get some damage there, but it's now moved. So just sitting a bit back at the moment, just farming a little bit. Gun is quite accurate. The reload's nice. The alpha, I think it's 115. It's if you've played any of the German mediums at tier 5, it's pretty much the same gun. I think it's almost exactly the same as the Panzer T25 at tier 5. So 115 alpha, about 110 pen. Nothing particularly special. But if you are a new player, I think this really nice little tank to have. So yeah, we haven't really moved out of this position. I didn't really want to push the eastern flank just because I was a bit concerned about being overrun back there. Looks like this light tank's got some sort of autocannon on. Just trying to blast this house down, just get a shot through. Reload's really nice. So just destroying that house puts us a bit under pressure as well to move. In that moment we're down 3 tanks, but I think we've still got quite a good position. Where we are, kind of the front line's completely just sort of collapsed. Yeah, it's annoying when that sort of thing happens. But this TD, the way they're kind of charging in, kind of looks like they might think the job's done, or an easy kill, gets killed itself. That's something I've learned not to do, really. If you are up by a few tanks, you don't know what's going to happen. It's pointless throwing your tank away like that just for an easy kill. I know it might be tempting to think you'll increase your kill death ratio, but I think in this game it is all about the damage ratio rather than kill death. But kind of getting a little bit circled here now. A bit concerned where to look, but artillery helps out there. I know that there's a one-shot, couple of tanks around. Got this Matilda coming through. Get a nice shot through that sort of really unangled front plate there. Now we've got the lights coming in. Unfortunately, couldn't get the kill shot. Just need to aim this a little bit better. Get the kill on that one. There's 3 versus 2. Quite confident at this stage, but don't know why I couldn't spot that tank up. Just double checking to see what it was, because I thought, oh, is that a stealthy sort of the Swedish medium or something, or what was that? No, it must have just been I was spotted. I was out of, well, it was out of my view range. So yeah, just sitting in these bushes now, and yeah, sure enough, I think it just got a bit lucky with the spine. Just waiting, I was just holding my shot there just to make sure the bush was in between us, but looks like the medium behind us progressed upwards. Just secured the kill. seem to be getting lots of shots being put into me by this tank, and unfortunately I didn't get taken out, which is a shame. I was so concentrated on getting rid of that heavy, and yeah, just got overwhelmed and encircled. So team get the win in the end, get MVP on that one. And yeah, really good game. Get the Bradley Walters on that one. Get the ace game as well. Goes on to the next page. Okay, yeah. Ace with the Bradley Walters, Top Gun obviously. And yeah, really good game. You can do it. As you saw, it is a sort of a support medium, how it needs to be played. Just backing off and not trying to brawl in it. So that's what the I was running. Optics, Camanet, Rammer, and the commander's fairly basic, fairly standard build. Now we're on Sand River. This one's quite a good game. Already thinking I want to go into the middle. I have kind of spec'd this out to be a little bit stealthy. I think that's my just preferred play style overall, really, to be honest. Just not to be seen. So I feel quite confident that I can actually go up here, get some spots out, even though I am in medium, rather than the light. I was surprised that the light has kind of gone off to the left and seems to be going up towards the top here rather than here, but there we go. Missed the shot unfortunately on that light. Just rushed it. I was a bit concerned about any TDs going back. There are quite a few TDs. Something to always consider about the enemy team composition. Really don't know. I was just completely confused as to what this tank was doing. Aiming for the drive wheel again just to make sure that it stays tracked. And yeah, sometimes people can do very strange things that kind of throw you aback and you're not quite sure what they're doing or why they're doing it. I think that person must have obviously had a daily task to spot enemy tanks or something. Doing that, I can only assume. But now I'm kind of thinking that there's a couple of heavies down here, and there's a couple of enemy tanks at the top, and I just felt like artillery was just blind firing me. So I'm out of here. I'm reversing out. Don't really want to turn around until I have to. So yeah, I'm out of here now. I've already lost 3 tanks. The enemy has lost 2 of theirs. It's fairly even at the moment. I'm a bit concerned about the sort of the base camping at the moment. We seem to have 3 TDs. I'm not really sure what the one at B2 is doing. I know it's probably just looking down that channel along the A line. But it's quite a narrow field of view down there. It's not ideal. So I just want to go this way. I just want to sort of push the pace on this side. Looks like the heavies progressed quite nicely along the K line, so feeling that if I can lend support down here, we can just sort of kind of win this side of the map, because it looks like we've kind of collapsed on the sort of northeast side. Another bad shot. I think that was probably the thing that stopped this game being an ace. Really, just needed a few more shots of damage. But yeah, it does turn into quite a good tactical game. Looks like the heavy's pushed along the that sort of dried up riverbed. It's coming out the other side, full health, loading up premium. I just want to guarantee to go through this, because I feel like it could just sort of sit here and just spot up my entire team. But we spot up the artillery. I'm not going to say no to shots at artillery, especially with their health buffs. Just a nice juicy target full of HP to get some damage out on. So yeah, get a nice blind shot there. Respotted. Seems to be kind of retreating back now, which is a shame. But the heavy tank has pushed quite aggressively down there. Did take me a minute to realise that in game, and it seems to be lighting up all these TDs. So they were the ones I was concerned about at the start of the game, but they're up there. And yeah, unfortunately, heavy tank does get taken out. Take out the artillery, which is good. 4 tanks down though. The heavy tank is still there, sort of in F4. I feel like I'm not going to outspot these TDs. Just need to get rid of this this heavy. So yeah, loading the premium back up. The standard shells in this tank are pretty good. I think for the vast majority of targets, the tier 5 should be absolutely fine with it. I think tier 6, again, most should be fine with it. It's just with heavy tanks, obviously. Probably just need that extra bit of penetration on that the premium rounds give you. But yeah, that tank's still alive. They've pushed around the north of our base now. Yeah, it's not looking good. Now 6 tanks down. Need a TD and an artillery. Just wondering why this heavy tank is still alive. It should have been taken out, but obviously my team had to just go in there. It was annoying me, to be honest. Not sure what's targeting me, so just move there because I just felt like the person was going to try and blind fire me, and yeah, it's that TD back there. Get a really nice shot on the move. Yeah, just want to farm this one up. Don't really want to get unspotted, that one, because I feel like it could then just kind of hide and get away from me. So now it's 2 versus 5, looking a lot better. It is an artillery, so I'm not too sure how useful it will be. Just checking the scoreboard. Just make sure what's around. Feeling it's the TDs back at, or what were at their base. So just kind of staying here. Wasn't too sure if that TD that was trying to make the cross had support. I feel like if I stay here, I will be the one to spot them up. They are winning by 2 tanks. That might give them a bit of confidence to push, try and win this game out. But it doesn't look like they're moving at the moment. So yeah, just need to relocate really. Spot the TD up that was making the crossover there though. Wasn't exactly expecting it to come from that direction, but then I'm a little bit concerned with this full health tank here. Managed to make it back off by just aiming at it, so its targeted went on. And this TD round this corner, I feel like it's isolated. I do just want to go in, get rid of it. I've been spotted, not too sure by what, but yeah, you're getting a kill on that TD. It being a one shot, it did really just unnecessarily push up. Not too sure why it did that really. But when my sixth sense was on, sort of faked to go back towards the base, and now just turning back up on this ridge. My concern is where the other TD is. I'm pretty sure that heavy is in amongst those buildings somewhere. And at this stage I'm thinking it hasn't taken the bait, it's not charging up, so I'm going to actually withdraw back. I was hoping to be able to get out of its view range. Unfortunately I wasn't able to do that, but just break line of sight. I just want to go back, increase the distance between me and it. But it is advancing up quite quick. Loading up the premium, I just want to make sure I'm going to go through this one. I don't really want to mess it up now. Yeah, it looks like the artillery's getting farmed up. There it is. So yeah, get a shot on the move. It's angled quite badly, really, to be honest, making it easy for me. Got this TD just out in the open. Not sure what it's doing. I think it's obviously very confident that it could maybe out reload me or something. Not too sure. But yeah, now I know it's a one shot. I know the general direction it's in, so I don't really want to waste any time. Don't want it to get away, relocate, get in the bush somewhere and start firing me up. So I know it's up here somewhere. I know it's a one shot, so I just want to get rid of it. And there it is. So it didn't really move. So yeah, I think it made it just easy for me. Didn't move, and it was a one shot. So artillery takes out the enemy artillery, so ruins the fun of hunting down the artillery at the end. So yeah, we get MVP on that one. Really good game, quite a nice tense game there. So it can handle it at the end of the game if you need to have it in a situation like that. You can use the camouflage on it, you can use the fast firing gun to hold off a couple of enemies, get some nice damage in nice and quick before people realise, or before they react. So yeah, really good little tank. I think it's a perfect little season pass tank. It's not going to ruin the matchmaker. It is quite fun. And yeah, that's the all the equipment and the perks I was using. So thanks for watching.